So, do you want to start a fight among riding friends? Begin a discussion about either of these two things, which oil to buy and which tire is best for your bike. Hi, this is Mark Cook with Twisted Throttle. Now, if you're new here, check out our website at the link below where you can shop for tires that are made specifically for your make, model, your bike. While you're here, leave us a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for updates on future product as well as more motorcycle content. Now, like I said earlier, tires are among the topics that incite passionate discussions usually reserved for politics and religion, which you're not going to talk about here. And that makes sense. You have to think about replacing tires from time to time, certainly more often than replacing your bike, and getting good advice is hard. So much of it is purely subjective. It's difficult to know what is right. Now, before we go too much further, you might want to take a look at our dual sport tire video. But even with that, we get plenty of questions here, including these two. Do I have to run the stock size? And do I need to replace tires in pairs? So let's answer the first one. You generally want to stick close to stock tire sizes because each tire is meant to fit on rims of a certain width and for purposes of clearance. So let's say you're going from a 130mm wide tire to a 150. Assuming the larger tire will fit inside the swing arm and clear other obstacles, you'll need to check the recommended rim width. For example, Dunlop expects a 130 tire to go on a 3-inch wide rim, but the 150 needs a 4¼ rim. That's a big difference. So what happens if you do that? If you put the big tire on the small rim, it deforms the tire. This makes the tread profile more narrow, which can hurt traction. And it also changes the way the riding loads are carried through the sidewalls. In this case, going up 2 sizes is not recommended, although 1 size should be fine. Okay, here's another one. Do I have to replace tires in sets? And by that I mean, can you mix and match different brands and types of tires, front and rear? Now, the tire manufacturers say definitely not, but a lot of riders think this is just a tactic to boost sales. There is, however, a technical explanation behind that recommendation. Tires are developed in pairs, so traction and handling qualities are determined by testing 2 of the same tire on the same motorcycle. Now, the tire manufacturers are cautious, as you would imagine, and they're loath to recommend that one of their tires be matched with a complete unknown on the other side of the bike. They don't know, and frankly you don't either, if that combination will handle naturally and retain an acceptable level of stability. So you dirt bike guys are about to reach for the keyboard, but hang on. That recommendation applies mostly to street bikes, where the precise shape and size of the tire really influences traction and handling. It's a totally different deal off-road. There, mixing and matching is commonplace, usually by riders looking for the best combo of traction and handling for their particular kind of terrain with their particular bike. Plus, with the bike always braking and gaining traction, things like exact profiles and tread patterns aren't quite as influential in the way the thing handles. So, that means the main recommendation here is to avoid going too different front to rear, like having an aggressive knobby on the rear and a street-biased tire on the front. Now, each provides a very different kind of traction over various terrains, meaning that your bike's handling could change pretty dramatically. If you're going to mix and match brands, do so within a fairly narrow range of types, like sticking to a pair of 50/50 tires or maybe an 80/10 tire pair at each end of the bike. And that's really about it. Before you go, tell us in the comments below what kind of question you'd like us to answer next, and thanks for watching.